Hi guys, and welcome to another JC inventory tutorial. My name's Jack, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the QuickBar. So the way the QuickBar works is it doesn't keep a reference to a slot, but rather an item type. This design decision was made because just of the nature of Jigsaw inventories moving around so much, I thought it would be the best way to achieve something that was user-friendly. What I mean by that is I put this pistol in slot 1, and then I move that around. It doesn't really matter. Likewise, if I don't even have the pistol in my inventory, the item type is going to stay there. And it's not enabled because it's telling me I don't actually have any of that in the inventory. Likewise, if I pick up two pistols and they're in different slots, the QuickBar doesn't really care about that, but it will let me know that I have two pistols in my inventory with this number right here. And that works with any item. So if I have if I have 24 ammo, it'll tell me. Even if I went and split that into two groups of 12, it's still the total sum of bullets is 24. If they were two different types of bullets or two different types of guns in their attributes qualities, so maybe they were both the same class pistol, but one of them had a special name or something like that, then they would be separated because they'd be treated as different items. Example of that, these bags inherit from the exact same class, but if I put them into my quick slots, you'll see that they still retain their different functionality, and you can see that they've got the same names and whatever else. Okay, so that's how I decided to do it, but I realized that perhaps people might like to change the way it works in certain ways to make it appropriate for their game, and of course every situation is different. So I'm going to basically show you some basic things about the QuickBar system that hopefully you can use in your own games to enhance the experience and make it more personal to your game. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll come down and grab JC Inventory Widgets, and you've got two widgets that relate to the QuickBar. You've got the JCQuickBar, which is just full of JCQuickBar slots. If you want to add or remove them, that's quite easy. You can just grab a JCQuickBar slot and whack it in. Make sure you make enough room. You might want to center that, or maybe you want to move it to the left, right. This is all done in UMG, and that makes it very customizable. And it's as simple as that. That will be working. For aesthetics, though, you might want to put the key display as 7 or whatever key you want to tell the player how to use that in the game. You're also going to have to set up a key binding to 7. So let's have a quick look at how I have chosen to bind those keys. And it should be big and gold somewhere. Not in the RCP graph. And there it is. Here we go. So I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got this little function here that's specific to this pawn. I think. No, it's not. So you can use this anywhere in your project on your own pawns, and it should work. That was clever of me. Okay. And we'll want to put this to 6, which will translate to the 7th slot as it's starting from a 0 index. So let's just have a look at that functionality. We're just going to get the pawn, grab its controller to finally get to its HUD, and then we send an interface message to request the QuickBar action, which the HUD will handle, and of course activate that slot. So let's just test it, shall we? So we've got 7 slots. 7 slots, difficult to say. And when we click 7, it doesn't work. We'll just test it here. Okay. Oh, my mistake. Of course we need a reference to what pawn. It has no idea what pawn. Okay, so let's try that again. There we go. So that's pretty simple. And I wanted to make it so it would be extendable, or as simple as possible. If you actually look at the QuickBar code, there's not a whole lot there, and I've tried to keep it very simple. So one thing someone mentioned in the forum was they weren't particularly happy with the items being counted that were equipable. Perhaps it doesn't make sense to count the amount of armor of a specific type you have in the inventory in the QuickBar or the pistols. I mean, unless you're an arms dealer, it doesn't really matter if you have, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 pistols. The important part is that you have a pistol. So this number here becomes less relevant. Well, what we could do for that is only make it so that items such as, you know, ammo or anything that's consumable or usable and unequipable is counted. So to do that, we'd want to go into, I've probably got it open, I do, the JCQuickBar slot widget. So, and you can see here, this is the text, and this is all changeable. Okay. And now, if we have a look at update slot, here we just check, do we have an item? If not, clear it. If it is valid, and then this is the important part, hit the amount. So the amount comes down, and here we just say if it's not greater than 1, i.e. it's 1, then don't even bother to show the quantity. And that's a design decision. You could have it display 1 if you wanted to, but kind of my logic was if the icon's there and it's enabled and you don't have a number, or you do have a number, it's kind of pointless because obviously you have at least 1. And I think it just looks better. JC Inventory's stacking system works the same way, and it just tries to minimize the amount of information. I think that's important when you're designing UIs. But this is also a perfect spot to add in extra logic. So instead of we use an AND gate, and we grab the item data, and we get the slot type equal enum, and check that it's a miss slot. That means it's unequipable, at least in this configuration. And now we grab 2 pistols, we equipped it, and you're not getting that stack count on pistols. So it just says, hey, if you want to equip a pistol, click 1, and you've got a pistol. It won't tell you how many pistols you have. And once again, that's just minimizing the amount of information that the player has, and that's a good thing when it's not relevant information, which arguably, in some cases, this won't be. In some cases, it will be. If we use ammo as an example, it's still being counted because obviously the ammo count is always relevant. But that, once again, is a game-by-game case, and